Let the God in me speak to the God in you. What's going on, Set Free Fishing? It's Jerry here. I'm doing a little talk video. I don't really have nothing written down for a subject, what I want to talk about or anything. So I'm just going to speak from the heart and go with what I'm feeling for this time of year. We're getting really close to the holidays. Levels of stress are at its peak right now, I believe. If you're anything like me, your stress levels are at their peak. Got a lot of holiday planning. If you celebrate Halloween, you got Halloween, and for us, it's today is Sunday, so Halloween will be tomorrow, Monday. So I'm looking forward to that. I actually took a day off of work on Tuesday. That way I wouldn't have to worry about leaving early. I want to be able to spend as much time with my family on the night of Halloween, taking the baby girl out to get some candy and stuff. So I attacked it that way. That way I wouldn't have to stress if I was going to get enough sleep or if I was going to have to leave early. You got to plan a little bit more this time of year on how you're going to make it through this season sober. The main goal of this season, besides being with your family, celebrating with your family, is to, at the end of the season, say January 3rd, because everything's about wrapped up by then. Say January 3rd. You want to be sober then. You don't want to have no slip-ups. You don't want to go to the wrong place, the wrong time, the wrong people, and end up in a situation that might put a drink in your hand. So just remember to try to strategically plan your holiday season. That way you won't end up on that side of things again. For me, it's important to be around family, but some family you cannot be around. Fortunate enough for me, I can be around those family members because they love the new Jerry. They love the sober Jerry. So no, not one of my, and I got some drinkers in my family, but they can handle it. My hat goes off to them. They can handle drinking, and they can handle, their alcohol and be able to manage their life. So with that being said, I'm okay. Thank the Lord that I'm okay, and I'm able to celebrate with my family. To not have to worry about that pressure of, come on, just one drink won't hurt. I don't have to worry about that. And some people might not be as fortunate as me to have that family that stands behind you. And if you're anything like me, like everybody knows that drugs was my main problem, but they don't even offer me a drink because they know where I stand on that. So it's so good to have that kind of family in your corner, and I'm very, very blessed to have those family members in my corner. So maybe try to plan your event or your going outs with those kind of people, with those kind of family members. And if you happen to go to a party that has alcohol, just show up, hang out for a while. If you feel like it's, you're getting some kind of temptation, leave. Just leave. There's no point in staying and ruining everything you got going for you. So that's what I suggest to do, and just prepare for these times. Like I said, these stress levels are high. Getting enough money for Thanksgiving dinner, getting enough money for Christmas. So stress levels are through the roof. So if you have to, go to your counselor, go to a therapist, go to your sponsor, reach out to your sponsor and ask them how they got through the holidays, how they managed the stress levels. We don't have to have that fear of economic downfall. We don't have to have that fear of living with that fear anymore. We have a whole book and a whole network of people that can help us through those situations where we don't have to fight it alone. And that's what's so beautiful about AA. And that's why I hold on to it so hard, because you don't have to fight alone. I'm going to a meeting tonight. I go every night. And at any given time, or not every night, every Sunday night, and at any given time, there's 150 years of sobriety sitting in the room. I won't mention no names because it is anonymous, but at any given time, there's that much sobriety sitting in that room, and that's why I go to that meeting. It's because that meeting has so much knowledge and power. Man, it has so much knowledge to keep me aware of me, because that's the main thing. You got to be aware of you. You got to work on you constantly, each and every day, year after year. This is not a 1-year program. This is not a 2 months get a certificate program. This is not a 6 months get a certificate program. This is a lifetime lifestyle. And I'm honored to live in this lifestyle because it helps me to help someone else. To give back freely to give back what was so freely given to me. That is the goal of this. And there's been so much given to me. Such a beautiful life, such a beautiful family, such a beautiful career. And I just want to give someone that hope that I had when I first walked into the rooms of AA. That hope that I grabbed a hold of to see that I could have a better life, and that it's worked for millions of people around the world. This ain't a county thing, this ain't a state thing, this ain't a United States thing. This is a worldwide fellowship of men and women that want to see you succeed in the life of sobriety. So I'm very thankful that I'm able to have these people in my corner to make it through these holidays. So I suggest maybe going to a meeting if you're feeling. I know there's plenty of AA groups that have Thanksgiving dinner actually. So if you don't feel like your family's Thanksgiving dinner is going to be suited for you, not to have that pressure of picking up a drink or drinking some wine or something, go to an AA Thanksgiving dinner. They'd be glad to have you. As for Christmas, I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure there's not a whole lot of meetings on Christmas Day. Don't quote me on that, but I know it's possible that there may not be none. And Christmas, man, Christmas it can be very stressful, but at the same time, it's the celebration of the one who saved our lives, the one that shows up at each and every meeting to be there with us, to guide us in the right direction. And that is God. God saved my life 3 years ago and have forever changed my life. He actually saved my life 5 years ago and I slipped up. It's possibly 6 years ago. You tend to lose track of time. He saved my life and made me the man I am today, and I'm so grateful for that change that He's done for me. Man, He completely changed my life. He gave me everything I ever dreamed of having and more. Like the things I have today, I couldn't even fathom then. The things that He has given me, and it's all because I put my trust and my whole heart in Him, the one who saved my life and drug me out of the pits of hell, because that's where I was. If you're struggling this time of year, reach out. Maybe I can give you some tips that help me through the holidays. Plan ahead. I think it's very important to plan ahead. Maybe it's not too late, but it's nearly too late to start setting money aside. Prepare for Christmas. Prepare for this gift giving. And if you can't, you can't. The holiday of Christmas is not about giving. It's about being with your family, sober. And if your family's anything like my family, that's all they want from you, to see you sober and see you succeeding in life. So if you can't afford to give that gift, don't worry about it. Don't let the burden of that weigh heavy on you to where it's going to make you slip up. Know that your family is thankful and blessed to have you there sober. And just pray, man. Pray that God will keep you through this season. Because we can't do it on our own free will. I promise you, I've tried so many times to stay sober on my own, and I could not do it. And even when I was going to church all the time, even when I was in church real heavy, not saying that God wasn't enough, because He was plenty, but He knew I needed more. He knew I needed a group of people that I could relate to, and that had the years of experience of sobriety. So that's why I go to AA. And some people, it might not be for them. They might be able to go to church and church alone, and it saved them and it keep them sober. And my hats are off to you. That's awesome. I'm glad you can. But I needed a network of men and women that's been there, done that. And that's why I chose to stay in AA, stick with AA, and it works for me. So everybody's walk of sobriety is different. No two walks are going to be exactly the same. So don't frown upon someone else's walk just because they do it a little bit different than you. We still all got to go through the same steps. We still all got to go through the same, traditions and all that. They say it's a program of suggestion, but to me, I think it's the steps are a must. You must go through the steps. And I'm actually in the processes of hopefully getting a new sponsor and working these steps the proper way. I was lacking for a while there. I did a video not long ago. I was slipping up, not going to enough meetings, and it started to work on my morale. And my wife could tell, and I'm sure other people could tell too. I was, AA don't only keep me sober, it helps me work on me. It helps me work on my personality, my behavior, my attitude. It helps me work on how I treat others, and all of that also. So that's what's so beautiful about it. I know plenty of sober people that could use AA just to work on their attitude and their actions and their personality. And that's what is so great about it. It's not just about sobriety. It's about becoming a new person entirely. And so is going to church, and so is getting saved. You want to work on you, change your character, change how you treat people, change what you do for others. And combining the two is just even more powerful. God keeps me sober each and every day, and He gave me a program of AA to help lead me in the right path. I believe God gifted this world with AA so we could become together as a fellowship to help lend an ear, lend a heart, lend a hug, to help that other person push forward. So stay strong during these holiday times. Stay connected. I think it's very important to stay connected through these holidays. Stay connected with your sponsor. Stay connected with your group. Stay connected with your family. Stay connected with your support group as in your family. Whoever in your family is your support, stay connected with them. If you're feeling a little froggy and feeling a little squirrely, reach out. Reach out to someone in your group. Reach out to someone in your support group. Reach out to me. Write me here on YouTube. I answer all my messages. I try to answer every one of them. I'm a small channel right now, so I'm fortunate enough to be able to. So just reach out and know that there is someone willing to lend an ear and lend a suggestion of what helped them. And go to some meetings. If you can afford to. I can't afford to go to a whole lot of meetings because of my work schedule, But the ones I know I can make it to, I get there and I go to it every week. I haven't missed in a while, and I'm fortunate that I'm able to make it to this meeting every Sunday. I thank God that I'm able to make it there and still get off early, or get out of the meeting early enough to still get home and get the sleep I need to go to work the next day. So go to us if you can afford to. I mean, stack the meetings on before this holiday season so you can be prepared with the literature you need and the steps you need to take to make it through this holiday. And just know God has gifted you with another day of sobriety. If you woke up today sober, it's a beautiful day. If you even just period got to wake up today, it's a beautiful day. Some people didn't even get to wake up today. A lot of people woke up with hangovers. Let's be thankful that we're fortunate enough to not have that problem anymore. I thank God every day that I wake up and get to spend another day with my family, above the ground and not behind bars, or not in a hospital, or not in a mental institution. I thank God each day that He helped save my life and make me the man I am today. And this holiday season's even sweeter. My baby girl's finally getting to that stage where she can understand a little bit better of what's going on. We want to celebrate this season of our Savior being born, and we want to celebrate the one who saved her daddy. But I want to celebrate the one that saved my life. I want to celebrate Him. The one and only. And I'm thankful that I'm able to do that. It's going to be, I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see her open gifts this year, because she was already doing it last year, and she was barely big enough to do anything. And she was already trying to tear into them. So I'm real excited to see that. I'm real excited to, we're going up to Georgia. I'm taking vacation, and they already give us some vacation time for Christmas and New Year's. So we're going to actually go up and celebrate with my mom and dad and my brother and sister-in-law and my nephews and my niece. And so it should be a great time. And me and my wife are actually going to try to get away, just me and her, for a couple nights too. So hopefully we can get up that way. And if it snows close by, we're going to try to hurry up and go see some snow. That would be great. Me and my wife neither have seen a lot of snow. I've seen a little bit, but yeah, it would be fun. So just plan your season where it suits you to have the most fun as possible. It's so easy to have fun sober, and I thought it was impossible when I was first getting. I thought, when I was out there using and abusing, I thought there was no other way to have fun but to be tore up from the floor up, and I was wrong. I was so wrong. Life is so much more beautiful without it. Like, I have way more fun because I remember all the moments, and I really can't remember. I remember some stuff, from my days of running and gunning, but I really don't remember a whole lot of stuff because I was tore up so much. So it's a beautiful thing to be able to remember these days. To be able to remember seeing my baby girl smile when she opened that present. Seeing my wife smile when she opened her presents, my nephews. It's going to be a beautiful memory that I'm going to cherish and hide in my heart for till the end of time. So I'm very grateful to be able to share this information with y'all. It's very important, people, places, and things during this time of the year. Stay away from the people that's going to be a bad influence on you, whether it's family or not. Stay away from them places, them old places, or even new places that you feel might tempt you. And stay away from those things that remind you of them times. We attach ourselves to these things, and we got to stay away from them. Because it can bring up bad memories, and it can lead us into the wrong place. So people, places, and things is very important. Staying connected is very, very important. Reaching out is very important. Going to meetings is very important this time of year. Prepare yourself for this time. To me, this is the time of the year that you can have the most temptation of all, to go back to that drink. Oh, well, it's only a little eggnog, or oh, it's only a little wine, it ain't going to hurt. It will destroy your life. We can't afford to take that chance anymore. Why throw away something so beautiful? I don't care if you only got a month of sobriety, or a week of sobriety, or years of sobriety. Don't throw away this chance at a better life. Hang on to it. If it's tough right now, if you're just in the beginning, it does get better. I promise you. I promise you. I never in a million years thought I'd make it this far. But I wanted something different than the same life that I was living year after year. The struggle of not having enough money because I was spending it all on drugs and whatever I wanted to. Not having the stability of having the same roof over my head if it was going to stay over my head. It's not worth it. It's not worth risking. I have everything I ever wanted and more. Way more. And I don't want to give none of that up. I can't afford to. I can't afford to, because I have a beautiful life, a beautiful wife, and a beautiful daughter that I'm so thankful for. And I got this quote here. If things ain't going exactly how you want them to go, if things ain't, you got to get out of that poor me mentality. Things will get better. And I heard this thing, and it stuck with me. Pour me a drink. A grateful heart doesn't drink. So when you're in that state where, oh, poor me, I don't have this or I don't have this, be thankful for what you got. Be thankful you're alive today. Be thankful you woke up today. Be thankful you can walk on 2 feet. Be thankful there's always something you have that someone else is missing. Remember that. Remember that, because I was for a long time. Oh, I wish I had this. I wish I had that. I wish I had this. Oh, pity me, pity me, pity me. And I'm so glad that I'm not that person no more. After a while, the 9th step promises come true. The feeling of uselessness and self-pity will disappear. We will lose interest in selfish things and gain interest in our fellows. And that's so true. All I want to do is see someone else make it the way I have. Let the God in me speak to the God in you. The first drink and the first drug will get you high. It's, some people say, I can drink way more than that. The first one will wreck everything. So just be aware this time of year. Stay connected. Stay going to meetings. Stay prayed up. And remember to reach out. Reach out if you're struggling. You can personal message me. And if you don't want to type on messages back and forth, if you really need to reach out that much, I will give you my number so you can call me and we can talk and we can work this thing out, talk this thing through. That way you can spend another year sober with your family. Reach out. Reach out. Please reach out if you're struggling this time of year. And remember, always, while you're out there, to make the tug your drug.